Hey everyone, it's Michael V. Moore, aka McVinny, and I'm going to share with you a special little treat. So, once upon a time, before I even knew or thought about creating some type of fitness business, I put together a couple of challenges to one of my personal good friends. And me and this good friend have been doing these challenges for a good, I would say, 4 to 5 years now. And in 2015, we had a goal of doing the best we could with our bodies. In my case, I was trying to just lose a couple pounds. And in my friend's case, he was trying to gain a couple pounds. And we wanted to do these back to back photos so we can see how we looked in January and I think 5 months later. So, in the process of this, I put together a couple videos in which I call the challenge. So, that's where the idea of the McVinny challenge first came from. I put together at least 20 good videos, and I did not post any of those videos because I was trying to be kind to my friend who kind of backed out of the challenge at the last minute as far as posting our videos and challenging each other online. So none of that is online yet. I may, put the cat out of the bag or however that phrase goes and actually start posting some of those just to embarrass my friend because ironically, I look at this video, which I'm about to share with you, and this comes from a time before I decided to pursue personal training. And at the same time, my friend was not doing personal training. And now it's over a year later, and both of us are certified personal trainers. And it's kind of funny because I look back at this and I was like, oh, yeah, I had this great idea to, show people how I was eating to prepare for my challenge with this person. So here it is. I want to share with you this video recording of me preparing my meals for this challenge. So I was only preparing one meal in this case, and I apologize for the quality of the video. It's not the awesomest thing, but you do what you can at the time. I didn't really care how the final product looked. It was really just going to be between me and my friend. And then I was like, hey, maybe I'll post this to a couple people on my Facebook page who care about and want to know how I prepare my meals in bulk. So here you go. Enjoy. Hey, what's up, folks? It's Mike, and I'm inviting you into my kitchen right now. So basically, I'm in the last week of my challenge against my friend Ron, and I basically want to look my best for our photo shoot. So I've been following my normal diet, which is pretty much high protein, high carbs, a little bit of fat. I love that diet, but I decided to switch it around a little bit for this final week, just to look my best for the photo. So I'm kind of switching up where I'm going to be eating a very low amount of carbohydrates, a whole lot of more protein, almost twice as much protein as I normally eat, all for the purpose of just basically what a bodybuilder normally does before competition. Now, I ain't saying I'm a professional bodybuilder. Hell no, I'm nowhere near that right now. But I figure, hey, I normally don't do this. Let me try and look my best because I know Ron, he ain't doing this. He ain't in the kitchen like this. He's not dedicated like I am. But all jokes aside, I just want to, show you kind of how you would get this done. In addition to this being my final week in preparation for our photo shoot, this is pretty much how you should cook if you're trying to cook like a lot of food in bulk. So, pretty much a bodybuilder staple is, chicken breast because it's pretty much all protein, very little fat, if any fat at all, depends on how you trim it up. So I got, a good 4.5 pounds of chicken breast. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook it all. Any extra, I'll just freeze it. Makes sense. Cook everything in bulk, so you don't have to keep doing it, every single day. So for this week, I'm gonna be having like chicken breast and turkey breast almost every other day. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook everything today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and prepare my chicken breast. So since I'm going to be eating this all week long, pretty much at least 3 times every other day, I'm going to season the chicken in two different seasonings. So pretty much I just have like a simple fajita mix right here and a Cajun mix. Very, very simple. I don't feel like making it complicated. And then for the turkey, I got some spices over there where it's basically oregano, seasoning salt, sage, thyme, rosemary, onion powder, and a little bit of cumin. So I want the turkey breast, take its taste as best as possible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and open this chicken breast up and wash it up and all that good stuff. Okay, so basically what I've discovered with the chicken breast is there's a lot of fat on the chicken breast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and trim this. So I got my nice little, cutting board out. And basically I'm just going to trim the fat so you'll see how it looks once I get it done. You don't need to see every little aspect of this. So here's an example of what one chicken breast looks like with the fat on it. So I'm just going to take some of this off. So here you can see, if you can see it clearly, but I took most of the fat off. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if this was not the final prep week, I really could care less about the extra fat. As a matter of fact, I would want the extra fat because my normal diet is to eat a lot of high carbs, high protein, and get all my fat from whatever meat I actually eat. So normally I would keep it, but this I have to pay very close attention to the fat number. So trimmed it. Got a couple more to do, so we're just gonna hit the fast forward button. Okay, so fast forward the button. Basically, I got all the chicken breasts, trimmed with most of the fat off. What I'm going to do now is something you don't have to do, but I just like I like to do this whenever I see the breasts are a little extra thick. Is I have myself my meat, mallet, put the salt. Basically, got the spike side, flat side for chicken, hard sides for tenderizing beef. So I'm just going to flatten this out a little bit. It's going to be very noisy. Hope I don't disturb my neighbors. But just take all your, anger out. Pretend like I'm Thor. Oh, I scored! Okay, so I tenderized the meat. When I'm cooking, I always have one clean hand and one dirty hand that touches raw meat. But for the next part, I'm gonna align. I have basically two pans. One's gonna be for the chicken, one's gonna be for the turkey. I have two pans. I'm just gonna basically put, some aluminum foil. Just makes it easy to clean. So I put the aluminum foil down and I just spray it with a little bit of Pam to prevent, the meat from sticking in. Again, this is me following a very low-fat diet this week. Therefore, I'm not adding any extra fat to the pan or anything like that. Okay, so I'll just get my Reynolds wrap. So it's nothing complicated. It just helps with the mess. Then for my turkey breast, I'll just line this one up. So my turkey breast is pretty big. It's already lean, so I'm not going to worry about trimming this up like I did the chicken breast. Like I keep saying, normally I don't do that with the chicken breast, but that just had a little too much fat on it for what I need this week. Okay, so now that my hands are clean, I'm about to get my hands dirty again. But like I said, I always keep one hand clean, one hand dirty. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the chicken breast into our pan. One more to go. Okay. trying to spread them out as best I can. Didn't do a good job right here. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little space right here. I'm off camera, so basically half the chicken with Cajun, half the chicken with fajita and hot pepper. And there we go, got, you know, half. While I was doing all of this, before I even started recording, I set the oven to 375. So 375, 385, somewhere around there. So I'm going to put this in the oven probably around, let's say 30 minutes or so. I'll take a look at it. So we got that in the oven. Now I'm going to season up my turkey over here. I'm going to spray it with a little more Pam so the seasonings can stick to it, because again, I'm not using any added fat, so I'm using Pam more often than I normally would when I cook. Okay, so I'm just going to take this turkey off camera and season it up with seasonings. There you go. It's over. So unfortunately, when I was making that recording, the camera ran out of space and I had no idea. So I was talking for a good 10 minutes after I recorded that. And unfortunately, I have nothing to show for it. But I can tell you that the chicken breast and the turkey breast turned out delicious. And I did cook them to perfection. So I apologize. I wish I had the final video, but I just wanted to show you just to get a glimpse into how I do my food prep. So this is me talking a year later. You know, I don't know if I look the same. If I look a little skinnier now, because I know I'm skinnier than I was at that particular time. And yeah, so seeing that video kind of inspires me to create more videos like that in the future. So if you like it, please just leave a comment on my YouTube page, or here on my blog at MicVinny.com. Or on my Facebook page, Facebook/MicVinny, and just tell me if you want to see more stuff like that. I'll be more than happy to put more product out there. Just let me know what you want. You want to see me cook more chicken breasts, more turkey breasts, roast, burgers, steaks? What are you struggling with? And let me know, and I'll try and create a video to help you cook in the kitchen or do whatever you want. This is MicVinny, and I'll see you next time. Stay blessed.